Blinding lights, a vicious insult, and a silence that roared louder than hate. What did Ibrahim Traoré risk to stand unshaken before Trump? Stay until the end. This will break your heart and lift your spirit. June 18, 2025. A global summit studio crackles with tension. Millions watch live as President Donald Trump leans into his mic, voice sharp. Frankly, putting someone like Ibrahim Traoré in that seat is ridiculous. He's a total lightweight. Gasps ripple. An African journalist's pen clatters. A French ambassador freezes mid-note. The moderator's jaw tightens, unsure whether to intervene. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, Burkina Faso's young leader, sits upright, eyes narrowing, not with rage, but purpose. Cameras zoom on his calm face, a storm brewing beneath. No one moves, expecting a crack. He doesn't. His silence deafens Trump's words. Across the world, viewers lean closer, hearts pounding. What will he do? Traoré turns slowly, locking eyes with Trump. The room holds its breath. His voice, soft but steady, cuts like a blade. Mr. Trump, you called me a lightweight. I fought for my people while you tweeted, buried brothers while you played golf. The moderator freezes. Journalists' fingers hover over keyboards. I don't speak to impress, Traoré says. I defend the dignity of those who've suffered centuries. Trump's mouth tightens, eyes twitching. Traoré places both hands gently on the table. Insult me, but you can't erase the truth. Africa is rising, and we don't need permission to stand. A Kenyan reporter whispers. A lion's roar in a lamb's voice. A woman in the crowd wipes a tear. Pride swells globally. Something shifts. The broadcast cuts to an unplanned montage. Traoré's life, barefoot in Kaya, Burkina Faso, carrying books, a teenage cadet in oversized uniform, dreams outsizing his frame. Then mass graves, burnt villages, mothers' cries. A voiceover intones, "This is the man called a lightweight." Back in the studio, the moderator asks, "Captain, do you wish to respond further?" Traoré pauses 5 seconds, eyes on the camera. I don't defend myself. I defend something greater. The room exhales, as if breathing for the first time in hours. Trump shifts, smirk gone. Traoré isn't just a soldier or president. He's a survivor, a symbol, a storm in silence. Viewers feel a lump in their throats. The camera lingers on Traoré's face post-insult. Expecting rage, millions see calm. He leans forward slightly. In my village we're taught, when mud's thrown, it's because you shine. Gasps echo. The insult returns, not with venom, but wisdom. Your words don't define me. They define you. Trump blinks rapidly. Diplomats exchange glances. The internet erupts. 89 million views in hours on X, TikTok, YouTube. An African interpreter wipes tears. A Namibian ambassador stands, hand over heart. Traoré defends every child called less. In Ouagadougou, Mama Ellen, Traoré's mother, grips her chair, watching her son on a flickering TV. She doesn't speak English but sees Trump's jab, then her son's fire. She recalls 9-year-old Ibrahim, sobbing after a teacher's taunt. Just a farmer's boy. He'd punch the dirt, vowing, "I'll speak for us all." Now, tears fall, not shame, but pride. "You did it, my son," she whispers to a wooden cross above the TV. In Harlem, Jeremiah Boone, a 78-year-old African-American Vietnam vet, watches. Trump's insult stings. Here we go again. Then Traoré's reply. Your words define you. Jeremiah pauses the TV, eyes burning. That's a real man, he mutters, texting his grandson. Watch this African leader. He did what most can't. Across Nairobi, Lagos, Chicago, hearts swell. Traoré's calm isn't weakness, it's strength. CNN screams, Trump calls Traoré lightweight, outrage erupts. BBC, Traoré's silence stuns. Even Fox loops the clip. In Dar, students wave Burkina Faso flags. In Paris, African migrants hold signs. We are not lightweights. Trump cancels interviews, aides urging an apology he won't give. Traoré in his Geneva hotel writes by hand. No aides, just paper, pen, and purpose. Morning breaks. Cameras swarm the summit. Protesters, diplomats, reporters buzz. Will Traoré speak again? The hall packs with delegates from 60 nations. Traoré walks to the podium, no teleprompter, unfolding a handwritten letter. I wrote this last year, never meant to read it, he says. But the world needs it now. His voice is steady. If they laugh, stay steady. If they doubt, walk forward. If they insult, don't answer with noise, answer with action. I wasn't born to please. I protect those without microphones. Thunderous silence. I'm not a lightweight. I'm a soldier carrying my people's voice. A woman sobs. This isn't politics, it's redemption. Traoré folds the paper saying, I yield my time. Silence. Then, South Africa's delegate stands, followed by Kenya, Haiti, Chile, France, the U.S. ambassador last, uneasy but rising. No applause, just respect. Anchors cry off camera. From Accra to Atlanta, viewers whisper, this changes everything. The clip shatters records. Every child called less finds a hero. A 13-year-old in Chad's Farchana camp youth posts on X. Captain Traoré, I live in a tent. No peace, but you made me feel I matter. I cried so hard my brother thought I was sick. The comment goes viral. Guardian, CNN, Times front page. Traoré, hearing it, pauses, then says, find him. His team searches, not for fame, but to show one child he's heard. In Washington, reporters demand Trump's response. He's silent. At 7:52 p.m., Traoré's assistant enters. Call from Trump. Traoré answers, Captain Traoré. Trump, tense, says, I wasn't supposed to say that on air. I lost my temper. You didn't take the bait. You beat me without a word. Traoré stays silent. Trump adds, you made me look small. I deserved it. Traoré replies, this was never about you. It's how the world sees us. He hangs up, respectful but firm. A lesson in silence. 3 days later in Farchana, SUVs roll into the dust. Traoré steps out, no cameras, seeking youth. In a tent with a torn UNICEF sticker, he finds the skinny, barefoot boy. Kneeling, Traoré says, you made me cry, youth. The boy weeps, not from pain, but disbelief. Someone powerful came for him. Traoré hands him a folded Burkina Faso flag. Keep this. One day pass it to someone who needs their worth. Rain falls, no press, just a leader in the mud, showing true power. A Burkina Faso journalist, Fatima, posts a 15-year-old Traoré's photo, barefoot, holding a sign. One day, I'll sit with the powerful and speak for the shoeless. It goes viral. Oprah, Trevor Noah, Lupita Nyong'o share it. A U.S. school prints it for their hallway. Traoré remembers that day. He'd just buried someone. That night, post-UN meeting, Traoré stops at a Geneva post office, opening a box under a false name. Inside, a yellowed letter from his late father, sent by his mother. Alone, he reads, My son, they'll humiliate you, but don't bend. Dignity is louder than anger. Lead with your chest open, not your fist. Tears fall, he whispers. You were right, Papa. The summit's final day arrives, security tight, emotions raw. Traoré takes the mic. 3 days ago, I was called a lightweight. I said nothing, to let the world feel our silence. The room hushes. I don't ask for pity, but perspective. We build with sweat, not tweets, with hope, not campaigns. He holds his father's letter, unread aloud. A village man's voice reaches you today. He whispers, enough, and steps down. A former U.S. senator stands. His courage and calm surpass provocation. Calling him a lightweight was a mistake, revealing the insulter, not the insulted. Murmurs agree. Traoré smiles faintly. Hope replaces ridicule. Weeks later, Traoré returns home to children, not politicians, greeting him. He kneels, promising, I fight for you, the voiceless. If his courage moved you, like to show dignity matters. Comment, what touched you? Subscribe for stories of strength and hope. Let's make this the year.